liftoff was successful. First stage flight was successful. Up until 139 seconds into that flight, we experienced an anomaly, which led to a failure of the mission. We are obviously collecting data right now and will be for the next few hours. What I can tell you at this point is the first stage flight remained nominal. We do not expect this to have been a first stage issue. We saw some pressurization indications in the second stage, which we'll be tracking down and following up on there. We did receive telemetry from Dragon after the event as well, so we'll be continuing to monitor all the data that we collect to identify the issue that we experience, fix it, and get back to flight. Just so everybody understands, all the processes, protocols, and procedures were followed with respect to safety of the public as well as the mission participants. We've received no indication and expect no indication of any safety issues at all.
This is a tough day. This is not where I really wanted to be on a Sunday afternoon, but spaceflight's not easy, as we've described to you before, and especially I think this points out the difficulty of and the challenges we face in spaceflight. You know, we started with the orbital loss last fall and had the Progress loss several months ago, and now the SpaceX loss. And there's really no commonality across these three events other than the fact that it's space and it's difficult to go fly. We're essentially operating systems at the edge of their ability to perform and operate. This is a very demanding environment, requires tremendous precision and tremendous amount of engineering skill and hardware to perform exactly as it should. The SpaceX team and the ISS team performed extremely well today. They did everything exactly right. They continued to stay focused. They continued to monitor the ascent. They continued to monitor activities and make sure that there was no impacts to the public or to anyone else. The space station crew is fine on orbit. Again, through a testimony to the space station team, they've done a tremendous job of balancing all the consumables on orbit. We're in good shape from a food standpoint, from a water standpoint. It's a pretty important loss to us, or I don't want to minimize the loss to us, but again, from a macro level standpoint, the crew's in no danger. We're moving forward. The teams are ready to support. Again, this is a blow to us. We lost a lot of important research equipment on this flight. There's no negligence here. There's no really problem with this. It just shows the challenges that we have facing engineering and the challenges of spaceflight in general. So the teams will work through this. We'll learn from these events, and I think we'll get stronger from these events. We'll understand what occurred. We'll understand where there were engineering weaknesses. We'll get a chance to see these. The teams will learn from these. They'll take that learning forward. They'll get back ready to go fly, and we'll go back flying again.